What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated, 3-division, 5-time world champion, superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, who is widely acknowledged and recognized as one of the face, if not the face of the sport of boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis is 29 wins, no loss and no draw, 27 big wins by way of knockout, 29 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Gervonta Tank Davis recently has been touted and, seeked out by Saudi Arabia's Prince, Turki Al-Sheik, okay, who is seeking out to bring the best fights over to Saudi Arabia. And His Excellency wants to bring Gervonta Tank Davis to Saudi Arabia, particularly to make the fight with undefeated 2-division world champion, former undisputed lightweight world champion, now reigning WBC junior welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Devin the Dream Haney. Devin Haney is 31 wins, no loss and no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach. Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis, they make for the biggest fight in the sport of boxing currently as it stands right now. Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney have a deep-rooted history. So with that said, Turki Al-Sheik, he wants to bring that fight to Saudi Arabia, and he's looking to put up massive amounts of money to bring it to Saudi Arabia, right? And so he had the people that he works with, which is Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn, reach out to Gervonta Tank Davis to try and make the fight. Also with father, trainer, manager, CEO at DHP, Devin Haney Promotions, Bill Haney, to try to make this fight and let him know that he got big money out there for Gervonta Tank Davis. And Gervonta Tank Davis wasn't happy with Eddie Hearn reaching out to try to make the fight. He wasn't happy with Bill Haney trying to reach out to make the fight because he's quote unquote the A side, right? And he calls the shots. Nobody tells Gervonta Tank Davis what to do. Nobody sends him a contract. He tells everybody else what to do, right? And so with that said, Gervonta Tank Davis, he stated that Turki Al-Sheik had made him mad, okay? Frustrated him, made him upset. And that if he wants to have a conversation and he wants to begin even having talks, right, he stated that he's going to have to send him something. And he stated he might have to send me 2 Ferraris to my front door, have them delivered to my front door. So Turki Al-Sheik, he finally responds and he says, I'm not sending him 2 Ferraris to his front door. I got word that he said send him 2 Ferraris to his front door. I won't send him 2 Ferraris, but I'll definitely send him 2 pair of boxing gloves to come over here and make this fight with Devin Haney. Gervonta Tank Davis, he finally responds to Turki Al-Sheik and he says, I never needed you to begin with, right? So that's what Gervonta Tank Davis is saying. I never needed Turki Al-Sheik to begin with, right? And he did, he put the emoji where he's saying, right, I never needed you to begin with, right? And so now, this just is another roadblock. So this is what was said. His Excellency said, I say to him, we will send him 2 pair of boxing gloves if you want that. That's it, right, to make the fight. Gervonta Tank Davis said, when did I ever need him? And then he puts the frowning emoji, right? I never needed Turki Al-Sheik to begin with, right? It's not a point of Gervonta Tank Davis needing Turki Al-Sheik or vice versa. Turki Al-Sheik is just looking to put on the best fighting, the best, okay? And he just wants to see, he stated that he was dealing with health issues, as of late. He's a huge fan of the sport of boxing, and he wants to make the best fight the best, period, right? And he's willing to put up big money to do it. We know he's good for it. We've seen him doing it as of late, right? He's, for instance, he's given Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou is guaranteed $20 million. Joshua's guaranteed $50 million for a showdown March 9th, right? So we know that, they're good for this money. They just put on a massive card from top to bottom that took place December 23rd, right? That saw superstars on it. It was such a big fight and a big fight card that top 5 pound for pound undefeated world champion superstar, Russian superstar boxer Dmitry Bivol was on that card. and he was the third fight. He wasn't even a co-main event. He wasn't the main event. He was the third fight for this fight, right? So that just tells you everything you need to know. They stacked the card from top to bottom, point blank and period, right? To bring over the most competitive, biggest fights they possibly can. So with that said, Gervonta Tank Davis guaranteed purse, depending upon who you ask, his last guaranteed purse, right, was a total of $5 million. Then you ask somebody else, they say that his purse was a total of $10 million. His guaranteed purse for the biggest fight of his career that took place April 22nd, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, when he took on King Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is 24 wins now, 1 loss, no draw, 20 wins by way of knockout. The fight reportedly did 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. It did a $23 million gate, the 5th highest gate in Las Vegas boxing history, and it saw both guys bring home over $30 million. Well, even if his purse was at the high number that's reported that he was going to get $10 million for that guaranteed purse for Ryan Garcia, well, Turki Al-Sheik is giving him $20 million, double that amount for the Devin Haney fight, and he's going to get pay-per-views and back-end money. And more importantly, when you go to Saudi Arabia, they don't have a network. So it's not like as if you have to showcase your fights on a specific network, right? Top Rank has done cards with them, and it'll be with Top Rank or Frank Warren in Queensberry or DAZN, right? So it can be with the Premier Boxing Champion, founder and advisor Al Heyman and the PBC and Amazon Prime. It doesn't have to take place on DAZN. It doesn't have to take place, as Eddie Hearn stated, that he would like to be involved, but he don't have to be involved, right? They just want to put on a situation where the best is fighting the absolute best. So that would be double the amount of money that Gervonta Tank Davis would have earned for the Ryan Garcia fight with back-end pay-per-view money, right? And so, I know a lot of people, they're going to say, well, Tank Davis, the A side, he don't have to go over there. It has nothing to do with him being the A side, because you are going to get guaranteed money. You're going to get a bigger share of the pie to begin with. That's the A side, right? But you are guaranteed a bigger split, a bigger guaranteed purse than you ever received in your entire career, which is going to be double, right? So we just have to see. So Gervonta Tank Davis is obviously sticking to what he believes is right, and he wants to make the fight. Nonetheless, this is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing, point blank and period, no matter how you slice it. This is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing right now. It's the most talked about fight, Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis. They have deep-rooted history, 2 glorified sparring sessions. Only other fights that you can make that would be rival to this would be Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. Outside of that, this is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. So we know anyway Gervonta Tank Davis was not going to fight Devin Haney in his very next fight. There was reports that he was going to open up, and introduce the relationship now between PBC and Amazon Prime, as Showtime decided to get out the business of the sport of boxing after 37 years. He was supposed to be the launch, the first fight, pay-per-view event. Now that changed. March 30th is going to be Keith Thurman versus Tim Tszyu, with the co-main event, Rolando Rolly Romero versus Isaac Pitbull Cruz, and Erislandy Lara on that card. Nice card, solid card, but it's not what people expected. They expected to see Gervonta Tank Davis, but it's said now he could possibly fight in the summertime. There's a lot of speculation surrounding Gervonta Tank Davis. It could possibly be him versus Manny Pacquiao, which I love that fight. I personally love that fight. But we knew he wasn't going to fight Devin Haney next anyway. But now the pressure is going to be on after his next fight to pursue, should he be victorious in his next fight, to pursue a fight with Devin Haney. That's what's going to be pressure. He's going to feel pressure to do it. And Ryan Garcia is in talks to fight Devin Haney April 20th. So hopefully that comes to fruition and we get these big fights going, point blank and period. So Gervonta Tank Davis responded, he said, I never needed Turki Al-Sheik to begin with, which is true. He's doing just fine without him. So did he lie when he said, I don't need him? No, he's 1,000% true. Does he need Turki Al-Sheik to make the Devin Haney fight? Nope. He definitely don't. So he's right in what he says. Period. He is right. So that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.